Hi everyone, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop, and we're going to do a reading about the Tate brothers, Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan. We're going to see if these two are going to get out of prison or what's going to happen with their prison situation, their legal situation. Okay, so I'm just going to use the Rider-Waite deck. I'm going to shuffle the cards. I've got a class here as well so people can say what they feel and see in the cards. We're just using the minor arcana at this point. So we shuffle the cards and we take out 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we start with the first card. So we have the 8 of Wands. This is the past. So in the past, the Tate brothers have experienced what?
Lots of media and communications about them.
Yes, lots of communication flying through the air, lots of texting, media. Now these two are quite famous on social media, right? That's what they kind of did as their job. All right. Lots of talking, networking, messages going back and forward. Okay, so this is the past. And we have here the working card. I call this card the mechanic card as well because he's building his pentacles. So they've been building their wealth.
I feel like they were also into crypto.
Crypto, yeah. Could be crypto, yeah. What were you saying?
No, they were
constructing. They're constructing their wealth basically and their business. They're doing a lot of talking, they're constructing and work. Looks like they're working hard. Okay. We have the 7 of Cups now. What kind of work do you think they're doing? They were doing a lot of with this one and this one. What do these 2 cards suggest?
What was the fantasy card?
Fantasy, yeah. So it could be like creating a fantasy through communication. So they actually had a business where they would coach, especially men, they would coach them into how to meet women and how to exploit women mainly, I think. Allegedly, they're constructing their dream. Yes, they're constructing their dream. Is their dream realistic? No. It's very up in the air. Now we're asking about their if they're going to go to prison or their legal case in particular. So this is kind of talking more about what they were doing. Future. Okay. So they have the 9 of Cups, which is one of the wish cards.
They're greedy.
Could be greedy. Could be that they've got a lot of abundance. You know, all their cups are upright, so they may have a lot of...
they have everything they want.
Yeah, they may have a lot of success. So far, it doesn't look like prison to me.
It's not looking that bad.
No.
It looks like even the middle card doesn't look like they're getting stuck. It's almost like up in the air. Possibly there's a lot of social media fake stories and information. Seems like they've got a happy card there, and they've got the 2 of Pentacles. So 2 of Pentacles is indicating what about their legal situation?
It's up in the air.
Up in the air. There's 2 cards that are up in the air, 3 cards that are up in the air. Right?
Changing. Fluctuating.
Changeability. Yeah, up and down, not solid. We've got 2 cards that are not solid. This is not solid as well. Seems like there's a happiness there too. Doesn't look like prison to me. It looks like they're going to get out. Looks like they might find a way out.
Could we read it even like very narrowly about the case? Because that's how we sort of started. Like, could this be like a lot of emails back and forth about the case and the evidence? And
yes.
Like a lot of information.
Yes.
And then this is building a case.
Building a case, yeah.
Some kind of maybe a lot of lies or a lot of fantasy.
A lot of lies. Maybe
wishful...
muddying the water. You know, muddying the air.
But then this is sort of they kind of win. Or they kind of get what they want.
They get what they want.
And then
They might have to pay something, but not a lot.
Well, they don't go to prison. They don't get punished, but they're like they've lost their popularity and credibility.
Yeah, they may lose something.
It's not all one.
Yeah, they're kind of on unsolid waters, unsolid ground, but it still shows them happy to some degree.
Or at least keeping a lot of their wealth. Maybe it's not all good, but they don't lose a lot.
Yeah, that's right. It's not all loss here. In fact, there's no real loss cards. It's almost like wobbly. They're still happy enough. They're still able to create an image or a fantasy, and they've got a lot of information and work. I think this is them using social media to their advantage as well. Yeah, it doesn't really look like prison, so we're going to have to see if we're correct in the future. Okay, so I'm going to take out 3 extra cards just to see what else comes up, because we landed on a 2, which was sort of undefined, the two of Pentacles. So we're going to see if the cards want to give us a bit more. So let's ask, will they actually have to go to and do prison time or not? Okay, I'm just going to take out 3 random cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't look good.
So that's their first card of loss. So we've got loss, looks like possibly loss of popularity, maybe loss of money.
Loss of money.
Yeah, because now they're not in the in crowd anymore. They've been sent out.
And loss of credibility too.
Yeah, loss of credibility.
No
one wants to touch him. He's definitely a leper now.
Nobody wants to touch him. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so now it looks like punishment's hitting. Okay, and the last card is 2 of Cups. What could that be suggesting?
Friends in prison.
What is it?
Friends in prison.
Friends
Cell
in
buddy.
prison. Cellmates, yeah. Maybe making some moonshine with the cups there. I think what it's saying is it's
some contract.
Yeah, it could be a contract. It could be saying that it's going to take a while before they get punished. Because notice how the first 5 cards were sort of up in the air, juggling, seems happy enough, muddying the sky, the water, the information, the network, still making money probably. And then suddenly after a wobbly time, possibly 2 months or 2 years, they sort of get some punishment, but at the end they still seem to get help. Or
I think that they're only going to be convicted in the court of public opinion. I think they're going to suffer with their reputation, but we were asking about going to prison and
Or maybe for just a while.
could be a very good point. Yeah, not too long. Yeah, they might have to. Yeah, they might suffer a little bit in prison, because this feels a bit like bars. But they seem to kind of, maybe they get a pardon with this one.
Or maybe these 2 is just for I don't know, maybe for just tell to the people that the bad guys have a nightmare.
Yeah.
But maybe just for the TV.
Yeah, it does have a bit of a.
The inside.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah, it could be
for
like
the show.
Yeah, for show. Yeah, this is very showy, like fantasy. Yeah, interesting.
The bad guys have their nightmare or their bad times,
Yeah.
but just for the show and for the people.
Yeah.
I mean, this card obviously is bad, but to me it implies more. It's poverty, right? And they're out in the cold. They're not locked up. So maybe that's more like they're pushed to the side of society. They don't have their business anymore. They're sort of broke. They're broke. Yeah. I mean, imagine a court case would be so expensive. So they might case goes okay, but then they're totally broke. They're pushed out of society. Yeah. Shunned.
Yeah, I think so.
And then
too.
that's the defeat where. If it was prison, what card would be a bit more prison-like the bound card maybe, or?
Yeah, I think the prison card would be the
Swords.
tied up, where she's tied up. That would be bad as well.
I feel like here they've always got each other.
Oh yeah.
I think that's people helping them still, even though they do get punished. But I think what struck me was it's going to take time for the punishment.
Or maybe at the future they can, I don't know.
This one, future?
Yeah, future.
Yeah, they could like somehow, looks like they're going to get assistance somehow.
Start a new business somehow. Or deal.
Or
that's
change.
Movie deal.
Change everything.
Perhaps
and start again.
Yeah, I think these two could also indicate they could go quiet, like they might be out of the media or out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
But I think this is sort of saying they're going to gain popularity while the case is being done. I think it's just going to take a while for it to be completed. They do have to pay some punishment, but they seem to get okay in the end to me.
So not burnt at the stake.
Not burn at the stake, totally.
Maybe not everything needs on the light.
Yeah. It could be they have a moment of sort of darkness.
I mean, it's about as dark as you can go, right? With that
Yeah,
Ten of Swords.
yeah. But I feel like they get assistance with the Two of Cup at the end. Yeah, for prison, I would have thought perhaps the Four of Swords would have been a prison card, because it literally looks like someone's in a cell.
It's a stop, isn't it? It's like you pausing on your life. Prison's like a big pause on your life.
Yeah, that would have indicated prison if that was in there. I think that would have also been bad. This would have been bad as well, because he would have been in his cell in his night on his own, feeling scared. This could have been burdened as well. This would have been disappointment. So there would have been a lot that could have indicated prison. This would have been heartache, totally upset, feeling destroyed. But they did get a 5 pretty good cards to kind of get them through. But yeah. Okay, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop.